Hey everybody, Pastor Dale here with our weekly Wedgwood update where we provide a lot of important information about the ministry and the life of Wedgwood Baptist Church. The first thing I want to address this week is the subject of masks, those wonderful facial coverings that we have all grown to love and to hate. As many of you are probably wondering, is how are we going to continue to move forward with some of the recommendations on things like our facial coverings, our masks. So as you are probably aware, the local government, state government have not mandated that churches require people to wear masks, although they are strongly encouraged. And so that really is the continued stance that we're going to have as a church, is that we are not going to mandate it for our members. We are going to strongly encourage our folks to wear masks whenever they come. Now, let me just be real blunt and to the point. I know there are many of you that as you watch this, you are excited because you're just not going to wear masks because you hate them. And I understand. They're not my favorite thing either. And there are many of you that are watching this that really feel it is important for us to continue to have masks on anytime we're indoors and unable to social distance. And to both of you, let me just say, I understand. I understand both sides of that. And to be honest, that's what makes all of this so incredibly difficult. Because no matter which way we turn, we understand that there are going to be many people within our congregation that are frustrated. And so, although I can't provide just an opportunity or a way forward that makes everybody happy, I can call us to be reminded of a very important passage of Scripture. Philippians chapter 2, you may remember, we looked at this several weeks ago in our series through the book of Philippians. And there Paul calls the Philippian church to be considerate of the interests and the needs of other people, to look to the needs and interests of other people above their own, and to even count one another as more important than themselves. I can't think of a better passage of Scripture to apply to the situation that we find ourselves in. And so, let me encourage our church body as we continue to walk through these just unusual, uncertain times in which we're just not sure what is the best course forward at all times. Let me encourage you to have that mindset that if you are more in favor of wearing a mask or not in favor of wearing a mask, that you look at those who with which you differ in opinion and ideology with love, and to treat one another as more important than ourselves. So you may be asking, well, Dale, what does that mean? What does that look like? That's what we have to figure out together. And so again, as a church, we're going to strongly encourage people to wear their masks, to have them anytime they're indoors, but at the same time, reminding everybody to have a mindset of love towards one another. So, that's kind of out of the way. Moving on to the next set of announcements that we have going on is our elder nominations are continuing to come in. And so as you are probably aware, we have a congregational elder rolling off and a new one that will be coming on for 2021. And so our recommendations for those elder candidates are due at the end of the month. So be sure to fill out a form online, or you can also pick up one on a Sunday whenever you're here in person. And then finally, we're very excited to announce that Patrick Lively has been recommended to be the next full-time student minister here at Wedgwood Baptist Church. And so many of you got to hear that announcement this last Sunday. And so this weekend, we are going to have some important events surrounding Patrick's recommendation to be the next student minister. On Saturday, September 19th, from 3 to 5 o'clock in the gym, we will have available a Q&A with Patrick. So you'll be able to hear his testimony and ask any questions that you may have for him or about the student ministry as a whole. And this is for the entire church body. We're going to have it there in the gym so that you can space out if you need to and do some social distancing, because we will not be, and again I say this, we will not be streaming this online. This will just be in person. And so be sure to be here for that event. If you have a question, if you're not able to be there, know that Patrick would be happy to answer any emails. You can call the church office and chat with him as well throughout this week. And then on Sunday, September 20th, during our service, we will be taking a vote to decide on whether or not we're going to call officially Patrick as our next student minister. And here's another important note. We will have some paper ballots available for those that maybe don't have any kind of smart device technology with them. But for the majority of the folks, we're going to encourage you to vote via your phone. We are going to be sending out a text message right before the service starts. And so when you get that, hold on to it, and then at the appropriate time in our service, you'll be able to open that. It will take you to an online form in which you'll be able to check yes or no in favor or not in favor of calling Patrick as our next student minister. So we're going to try to use a little bit of technology to our advantage. It'll also allow us to tally our votes a little bit more quickly, and it'll allow us to be able to extend the vote opportunity to those that are watching online that cannot be here in person. And so all of that is coming this weekend, so we're excited about what God is doing and how He's leading us in these next stages in our student ministry. So that's all for this week. Let me encourage you to continue to be praying for Wedgwood, continue to be praying for one another. Know that we are praying for you, and we look forward to seeing you this Sunday either in person or online. Have a great week.